north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game weekend set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's baseball,
now,
it's the show, and it comes your way next.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Alek Manoah will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And stepping in, Jared Walsh. He will lead this one off today. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Into the box, Jose Iglesias. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone. So he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
The count is 1-2.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me, they are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now, on the bump, has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Count is 1-2 now. That's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. Dylan Bundy gets the ball for the Angels in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Into the box, Paul Molitor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the first baseman.
The batter will be John Olerud. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. The 2-1.
Ball in.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Molitor on at first, nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So now here is Matt Meyer looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. The 1-1. It's the outside corner for the second strike. First and second here with nobody out. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
This team's been in a pretty bad funk here. They've had a difficult time scoring and winning any game. So to strike early, that RBI single right there is awfully big.
Yeah, and hopefully the pitcher's able to breathe a sigh of relief, Dan, like you say all the time. Give me some early runs and let me relax and attack the zone.
I've always said to you, you score me 6 runs, I'm going to win a lot of games.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a line drive. Dives and he hangs on for the out. Wow. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, John Green.
Standing in now, Sean Green rolled slowly down the first baseline. But a foul ball, 1-2 now.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
A runner moving from third as that's speared on the mound. There's one on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. Count still full, 3-2. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Again, another foul ball. High and deep down the left field line. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
No,
and
that's
this
it.
pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Next to bat for Toronto, Teoscar Hernandez. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. And the 32nd pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. I'll give the enthusiasm a 10, the dancing a 4. No shame, and you gotta love it. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Second inning set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Garrett Anderson.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 6, the third baseman.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And can we focus on George Springer, one of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport? He will leave his feet. He's got a cannon for an arm, not afraid to dive in and say hi to the fans if a ball's going near there, too. Do not test this guy's arm.
At the plate now, Troy Gloss. To 2-2 now.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full, 3-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 7, the right fielder.
The batter now will be Tim Salmon. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
And now for the Angels, Max Stassi. 4 hits already in the series through 7 at-bats. The 3-2 pitch. Weakly hit towards first. He's got it, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Angels strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in for the Jays, George Springer, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-1 home. Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Second home run early in the year, and the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
In now, Paul Molitor tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And it's a full count to the igniter. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Molitor.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. And plenty of room out there for Edmonds, and there are 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 9, John Olerud.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that'll bring in John Olerud. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Hit back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Over to first, and that retires the side. Jays add 1 more on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays. Ready now for L.A. Jared Walsh. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Here comes the 1-2.
I got the count 2-2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
So now to the plate, Jose Iglesias. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Hit on the ground is short. Bichette picks it up cleanly, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mike Trout.
So 2 out, nobody on, and that brings up Mike Trout. The 1-1 home.
Nope. That's inside.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
Down the left field line and deep. And it's a foul ball.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about it.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Thank you, Heidi. Hit the other way out toward right field. Salmon has it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero.
And now the Toronto #4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 1-1.
Hey!
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. One out, nobody on. And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The payoff pitch one more time. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Squared that one up just a little late. Well, he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the
15.
line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
Into the box, Sean Green. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And Edmonds won't get there. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a bouncing ball headed for Iglesias at short. And nothing will cover the 2-out double as the inning is over. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. We're back to Rogers Center following this break. All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in the veteran center fielder Jim Edmonds. The 1-1 home.
Count is 2-1.
Into right field, that's a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Standing in now, Garrett Anderson. Now a ball lined towards center field. In there, a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems all over the place.
You come right out of the dugout, right? You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
To the plate now, Troy Gloss. And a swing and a miss there on a late-breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Tim Salmon. A ball and 2 strikes now.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late. You can't even put a good swing on it.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Full count, 3-2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Anthony Rendon, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And he fouls this one off. swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Stepping in now, Anthony Rendon. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to first will be in time, and a good chance for the Angels goes for naught as the side is retired. Angels strand a couple. They trail it here 3-0. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. George Springer waits on deck. And that misses for ball 4. So leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's George Springer. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well. Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. Into right field, that's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Or this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it feels like every at-bat has been an incredible battle. Full count after full count. And he said eventually that absolutely wears the pitchers out on the other side, which should result in more offense for them as the game progresses.
Your attention, please.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Jacob Barnes, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and the catcher Max Stassi will be the next to bat. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Springer giving chase. He's there and records the first down.
Up next for the Angels, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Next to stand in is Jared Walsh. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Now our fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. Still down 3-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, John Olerud. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Iglesias is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the catcher, Meyer.
Next up is Meyer, a hit in 2 tries so far. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 5 on the year, as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
And with one swing at a bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. The 1-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in next, Sean Green. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher's going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one will track it down. Count remains full. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. 5 innings complete. Jay's out in front here, 4-zip. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Mike Trout, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Count remains 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo home run here for Mike Trout. First home run of the campaign for him. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Joel Paez takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
The Blue Jays, number 54, Joel Paez.
In now, Jim Edmonds. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And another foul ball. Line hard deep into left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The throw into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
He obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
To the plate now, Garrett Anderson. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Payoff pitch home. A shot down the first baseline. Speared on the dive. Wow.
Now batting.
Great diving stop down there at first to get the out. If that ball gets to the outfield, the whole complexion of this inning drastically changes.
Stepping in now, Troy Gloss. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ball 2.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And it's fouled away. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. Man at third with one away. Grounded to short. Bichette's got it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Two men are out now in the Angels' sixth, and digging in next will be Tim Salmon. The 1-1 home. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Bounce to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Jays are out in front, 4-2. James Hoyt will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Number 51, James Hoyt.
Stepping in once again is Marcus Semien. He has no prior history against this pitcher. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Action now in the Angels bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Hard hit ball to second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
George Springer will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Hard hit at third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, but they still lead this one 4-2. Carl Edwards Jr. is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43, Carl Edwards Jr.
New inning set to get underway, and stepping in the long ball threat, Anthony Rendon. The 1-1 home.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled away. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his own, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Now to bat, Max Stassi. He flew out in his last debut. The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Oh, he brought it back.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jared Walsh.
Up next, Jared Walsh. He went down on strikes last time up. Rendon, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Up next for the Angels, the shortstop,
Kirby Yates comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 39, Kirby Yates.
Jose Iglesias will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. 2 now as that one's fouled off.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Hit hard to short. Bichette gathers it in. One there on the first. And talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Raisel Iglesias will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Bo Bichette. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
At the plate now, Paul Molitor. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The first baseman, number 9, John Olerud.
Into the box, John Olerud. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. Molitor's off and running. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
The batter.
So next to bat will be Matt Meyer. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Swung on and belted. Get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It's grand salami time.
It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 2nd of the game, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Into the box now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this one missed down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Angels 2. Number 58 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 58.
Trout will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pitch on the way. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
So now to the plate, Jim Edmonds. And the count will be full. One out, nobody on. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
In now, Garrett Anderson, fouled off. Edmonds, a runner at second with one away. Grounded up the first baseline. And he'll take this in the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The batter, the third baseman, Troy Glass.
The next batter is Troy Glass. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's ball 2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch. Now a line drive to left center field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 6-3 contest.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. The 2-1 home. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A sight these fans have seen before. Look who's back in town. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Angels 3. Tony Watson is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
35, Tony Watson.
And now here is Sean Green. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Back goes Anderson, but he'll have to play this one off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
This thing had a chance to get out of here as it headed deep to left center, but it stays in the park, banging high off the wall. The runner has to play in front of him, so he sees they're going to have some trouble getting it back in, and he motors round second into third for the triple.
At the plate, Marcus Semien. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Now batting, left field.
Stepping in next, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. One out and a runner on third. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. A man at third with one away. Very weakly on the ground. The next 3-2. Popped him up. Walsh has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Now to the plate, here is George Springer. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. To the left side, but it's well foul. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Bo Bichette would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded by Rendon. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. The Jays lead it 6-3. Tom Hinkie comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 50, Tom.
Set to start the 9th in this one, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And the catcher, Max Stassi, will be the next to bat. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
plate now, Jared Walsh. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
And now in the box, Jose Iglesias. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Set. Here's the 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Mike Trout. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to be a foul ball. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
Up next for the
All right, huge knock to cut the deficit to 2 runs. You can start to see the fans are starting to get a little nervous. I'm going to need my man out on the mound to shut him down.
Angels down to their last strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run. So it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win. And he was.
6-4 the outcome today. The Toronto Blue Jays jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob Barnes claims the win out of the pen, his first. Tom Hinkie closes the door for the save, his second. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.